Gladiators, ready!
Good evening everyone, and how are we all this evening? Hope everyone's safe and well.
Here's Steve. Yeah. Evening all. Happy 4 months till Christmas Day. We're watching Plymouth versus Glasgow for all of our sins. I'm joined by Dill. How are we doing this evening?
Yeah, not too bad. I've actually been looking forward to this, I ain't going to lie to you. I don't know why. Maybe by the time we get up to Heat 1 started I won't, but for now we're looking forward to it.
I hope this is better than Saturday, because I turned it off after Heat 5 and that was me gone.
Maybe Heat 6 was better than the first 5 before it.
Don't know. Oh yeah, I went out, come back on, and it was the second lap of Heat 15. What perfect timing.
Brilliant timing. And we're also joined by Big Al, the Ouija amongst us.
Hello gents, how are we this evening?
Oh, ow!
Don't worry, there's still time for that. Don't you worry.
Still time, there's still
Yes.
time.
Shall we have a look at the two teams before we get Al's thoughts, Palmer, on how this is going to go?
Well, I suppose we ought to, really.
Yeah, I'll let you cover the Tigers of Glasgow, Big Palmer.
So for tonight's losers, Glasgow, they are managed, as always, by Alan's unbiological father, Cammy Brown. And going at number 1 is Chris Harris. Sam Hagan rides at number 2. Jason Edwards guests at number 3 for the retired Kyle Howarth. Goes at number 4. Leon Flynn goes at number 5. Freddie Odder rides at number 6. And guest at number 7 for the injured Mario Housel is Vinnie Ford. Have you got a man to watch, and why?
Vinnie Ford. I think he was only here on Saturday with Workington. He scored really well. I think he's better than both of the Gladiators reserves, if I'm being honest. And I think he's going to be pivotal tonight.
You're going to wait me in a minute, but I've gone for... because I think he's having a really good season, and I can't see why he can't at least bitch Ben Barker tonight.
And I'm absolutely sure it's not so you can keep going, Kevin!
No, I'm not doing it anymore tonight.
That's in your voice, is it?
Unless he gets at 15, then we might have a celebratory one.
Al, you got a rider to watch.
Well, you might be saying it sooner than you thought, Palmer, because I've also gone for Kevin!
Oh, Al just stubbed his toe.
Get out, Al. That was an embarrassment.
I'm going for Kevin for the exact same reason as Palmer. He's having a really good season and he scored pretty well around here the last time, so... And I thought I can't go Chris Harris because I'll get slated, so that's why I didn't go for him.
Fair play. For the Plymouth Gladiators, their guest at number 1 for the injured Scott Nicholls is Troy Batchelor, although according to Gary May, Scott Nicholls is very close to returning. Number 2 is Joe Thompson, number 3 is Daniel Klima, 4 is Ben Barker, 5 is Danny King, 6 Anze Gramek, who had a good meeting on Saturday here, and at number 7 is Ben Wally, Gary May's team manager. Palmer, you got a Gladiator to watch.
I'm going to go for Joe. I think he's...
Thief!
Well, you should have just said... You should have just gone first, shouldn't you? Nah, he's probably in the form of his life at the minute, and yeah, he needs to score some of them points for not turning up in the British final.
And we'll come on to that after to have a little discussion with the people watching. I'm also going for Joe Thompson for the exact same reasons. Al, who's your Gladiator to watch?
Will you be pleased to know, Palmer, I didn't copy you.
About time, really, Al.
I've gone for a man who's had that many seasons round here. I've lost count of how many they've had. I've gone for Benjamin Barker.
I'm sure it's nothing to do with the fact he used to ride for Glasgow.
No, wasn't that at all. I went for the fact on he's got that much experience around this track. If he doesn't get a 15-point maximum tonight, there's a problem.
He has spent most of the season injured though, Al.
Yeah, but you know, he's done 9 seasons round here, so he should have plenty of laps in the old bank to be able to pass his experience on to the younger members of the team.
And while we've got you talking out, do you want to give us your score prediction for this one?
Not particularly, but I will. I've gone for a 42-48 win to the Glasgow Tigers.
I'll see if you're going to look really smart or really stupid come the end of this.
Oh, wow, you fake bastard!
Parma, score prediction?
52-38 to Plymouth because FTW.
And I've gone for Plymouth to win as well by 8 points, which would equate to 49-41. Daniel Winchester is in the comments. He goes for a home win, but Glasgow to run it close. Oh, screen's gone black, Palmer.
Just to say to you boys, the coin toss has been done.
Yeah, what a surprise.
I wasn't sure you'd seen it.
Yes, I saw it. The referee for this meeting is Simon Humphrey-Kennett, and Plymouth took 1 and 3 in the opening race of the afternoon. We'll have Al back after the... Al, what you been sniffing, says Dan Winchester.
Nothing, just, you know, got to have faith in the team.
We should point out that these predictions were made before we knew who the guests and stuff were as well. Were going to be for tonight as well. But yeah, we'll catch you again a little bit later on when hopefully Plymouth are 20 points to 4 behind. I mean, Glasgow are 24 behind.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, we can but hope. And we've got some interesting announcements coming up tonight, Palmer. Not just yet, but there will be at some point.
Yes, absolutely there will be. I know my mate Andy's watching tonight, so good evening, mate. Hope you're doing well.
Is that the guy who watched us on Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday, same thing, innit? Both begin with S, both end in day. Yeah.
Both part of what we would call a weekend.
Don't know what weekends are, mate. I work 6 days a week now, practically.
Yeah, you do a few Saturdays at the minute, don't you?
I'm not liking this.
Here, number 1 is at the tapes, with Glasgow leading 49-41 for the aggregate as well, so Plymouth need to win by more than 8 points for that. Gate 1 in blue is Joe Thompson, Gate 2 in yellow is Sam Hagan, Gate 3 in red is the Plymouth guest Troy Batchelor, who's definitely been photoshopped onto Scott Nicholls because the body looks too big for the head. And off the outside in white is Christopher Harris, who had a bit of a tough night last night at Kings Lynn.
Shouldn't have been shit then, should he? It's not hard. No sympathy for me for Mr. Harris.
Are you one of these people, Palmer? Do you believe in Heat 1 setting the tone for the night?
No.
Do you not?
So I remember Rob Godfrey saying this to me once. Once you've had the first 4 heats, that sets the tone for the rest of the meeting. You get more of an idea of what might happen.
Well, you are a third of the way through the meeting once you've had the first 4 heats, pretty much, so...
So, get everybody out having a ride, and then you sort of got an idea of what might happen.
That's true.
I mean, I think bikes are going to go round in circles today, but that's just my prediction. As the tapes fly then on heat number 1, Joe Thompson and Troy Batchelor have got to that first, and they've squeezed Chris Harris out there in the third place position, and it's the Gladiators ready. Wah! Because I forgot to play it on a 5-1 as it stands. Then
Sam Hagan's gone.
I think we've lost Sam Hagan towards the rear of the field. But Batchelor out in front and Joe Thompson riding a really, really good solid ride here to keep Chris Harris behind him. I'm not sure how many laps he's got left. This must be about lap 6, I think, now, to be honest. Lap. But we've got one more lap left to go. And Batch is looking after his teammate a little bit whilst also extending his lead over his teammate because work that one out. But it's going to be a solid win there for Troy Batchelor, and 15-3 to go.
Brilliant ride from, first of all, both the Gladiators gated, but Joe Thompson raced a perfect defensive line there. Batch looked out for him whilst also, as you said, extending his lead, but Chris Harris was there or thereabouts, but it's really difficult to pass, and Troy Batchelor really enjoys Plymouth, don't he?
Yes.
So the result of heat number 1 was a win for the rider in red, Troy Batchelor, in a winning time of 52.32. Second in blue was Joe Thompson, and third in white, Christopher Harris. That's 5 points to Plymouth, 1 point to Glasgow, and the aggregate's now 46 points to 50. Your mate Andy's in the comments. I heard my name, and Westy from STS says evening, ladies.
Gladiators are ready!
There we go. We had to get it in.
Winchester just messaged, definitely a delay. The race finished as you guys started the last lap. Yes, there is usually a delay, Winchester. That's why you don't watch the stream and listen to us. That shouldn't need explaining.
There's no hope for some people in this world, is there?
Owl's probably sat there in floods at the moment. Winchester has said FFS Palmer, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
I don't know what he'd be referring to.
Hit number 2, Gate Waddy White, Freddie Hodder, who's found a good bit of form lately. Gate 2 in red is Anze Gramek. Gate 3 in yellow is my rider to watch for the Glasgow Tigers, Vinnie Ford. And off the outside in blue is Ben Wally, who I think it's fair to say has found life a little bit difficult since he joined Plymouth. Screen's gone black.
Gladiators are ready!
It goes black whenever you play the soundbite. Please don't do that for all the races.
Oh no, I was only doing that because older Winnie really liked it the first time.
Freddie Hodder's found himself a bit of form lately, Palmer. We watched him race on Sunday in the National League, but he's also racked up a fair few points for Glasgow recently as well.
Not gonna lie, Mush, I've slept since Sunday. I've kind of forgot what happened.
To be fair, it was a bit of a boring meeting, weren't it? We probably slept part way through the meeting on Sunday.
It wasn't very good, was it? Start Marshal then got these boys into order then for heat number 2. Start Marshall's picked a pound up off the track. The tapes fly away. We go. Vinnie Ford's made a beautiful start there, and I can't remember who the rider in white is, but he's
Freddie
joined
Hodder.
in there for him. He's joined Spinny Vinny there on a 5-1, and as it stands, and it's going to be scores level after heat number 2 if it stays like this. And be honest, didn't see much of the meeting on Saturday because I got bored and went out. But I remember coming home to see Vinny was nominated BSN Rider of the Night. And he's certainly showing that he could be a rider of the night here this evening. Freddie Hodder, though, made a bit of a mistake there on the back straight. And now what can Anze Gramek do is he's got 1 lap then left to put in a challenge on Frederick Hoderick in the last lap. And Gramek goes wide there. Hodder just blocks his line a little bit. Gramek going wide, and he's not very handsome like, but it's all level. And unfortunately, that 20 points to 4 is well out the window.
Yeah, it is. We said this before the meeting. Plymouth's reserves are awful. That proved again there. Freddie Hodder and Vinnie Ford made a good start. Anze Gramek had a little bit of speed about him, but you shouldn't be being beat by both the opposition reserves, and Plymouth's reserves are awful. And with all due respect, Ben Wally was a waste of a signing. The result of heat number 2 was a win for the rider in yellow, Vinnie Ford, in a winning time of 53.82, a second and a half slower than the opener. Second in white was Freddie Hodder, and third in red, Anze Gramek. Points divided. Points are now level at 6 apiece on the night, and the 8-point gap is opened up again for the aggregate point. And gate 3 is the place to be at the minute. 2 heats, 2 wins. What a gate from Vinnie.
Beautiful gate, that, wasn't it? And yeah, it was. As soon as the boys got around the first and second bends, that was it, really, wasn't it? All she wrote.
If Ben Wally has got absolutely no chance of beating Freddie Hodder, who's up and down, he's getting better. He's had an up and down season. He's absolutely, may as well not bother turning up to Poole tomorrow with Carl Newman and Slater Lightcap against him.
Nah. Now, your gate 3 stat proves very handy for us.
It does, yeah, because we've got 2 riders in this race. And one of them's on 3.
We have.
Heat number 3, gate 1 in blue is Ben Barker. Gate 2 in white is the guest for the Tigers, Jason Edwards, who does know his way around the Coliseum. Gate 3 in red is Daniel Klima. And off the outside in yellow is Kevin Yul Pedersen.
Big Kev.
I had absolutely no chance of getting my voice as high pitched as you do, Kevin, so I just didn't even bother trying. Not a chance on this battle. Oh, it makes me wince every time you do it.
You get used to it. I work in construction, so you get used to shouting stuff like that.
It's usually from the top of an erection.
Yes, and it's normally Colin that we shout, but you know, if you know,
that
you know.
story.
If you know, you know. If you don't know,
Get to know.
then you don't need to. Work in construction and you'll find out. Start Marshall Watts away then for heat number 3. Tapes rise, away we go. What a start from Daniel Kleber there off gate number 3. And Ben Barker's joined him there. And Kevin! I'm not doing it anymore as taking a tumble on the first bend, but he's got himself back up. He's alright. And the Plymouth and Gladiators are then storming to their second 5-1 in 3 heats as it stands. Jason Edwards, he's not a million miles off Ben Barker, but this track's a very hard track to make a pass on. And to be fair, Daniel Klima is that far in front. He's virtually in Exeter as this stands, as we come round and into the final lap of heat number 3. And yeah, there's not really a lot happening here, folks. Klima's still winning, Ben Barker's second, Jason's still in third, and that's exactly how it finished.
Fair play to Kevin Pedersen for clearing the track. You know, somebody that is perhaps not a sportsman like would have probably stayed down, but he deliberately made sure to get up, and you know, fair play for that. Good ride from Klima there, made a really good start, which probably looked a little bit better by the fact that Kevin missed it so much.
Yes.
And the result of heat number 3 was another win for gate number 3 for the rider in red, Daniel Klima, in a winning time of 53.25. Second in blue, Ben Barker, and third in white, Jason Edwards. The 5-1s continue. It's now 11 points to 7 in Plymouth's favour. The aggregate is back down to 4 points.
So it is.
Kevin misses this, but Klima makes a belter as well. Kevin was asleep.
Wake up, Kev. Bloody hell, mate.
If gate 3 wins heat 4, all 4 of the opening 4 heats will have been won off the same gate.
And to be honest, the rider who's off gate 3 should be winning it, really.
Leon? Is it Leon or Danny?
Danny.
Danny.
Danny won. Danny won. Danny won. Al's na.
And we will speak to Al in a few minutes after heat number 4. If you are, we've got 5 people watching. If you're watching us, get in comments, tell us your thoughts. A weird, rare Tuesday night meeting for Plymouth. They used to race every meeting on a Tuesday at one stage. Not quite nowadays, it's Saturdays, but it's nice to have a Tuesday night back, Palmer.
Oh, I've been going around all day today thinking it was Wednesday. I'm not used to doing Sunday and Tuesday meetings. I'm normally used to doing a meeting on a Wednesday.
And Wednesdays.
Watching one on a Wednesday. This is weird.
Yeah, it's so Andre Gramek's on the screen at the moment. Had a bit of speed about him in Heat 2, but really missed the start by a considerable distance.
So, here's a question for
Ben
you.
can't open his eyes.
Jesus.
Oh, God. What's the question?
Here's a question for you then. We may as well bring Alan after this question, by the way. Do we think Anze Grimek and potentially Ben Wally are going to end up the same way as Patrick Bayek and Stephen Garrett and the other one-season wonders that Plymouth have employed over the years?
Has Ben Wally been a one-season wonder?
This is his first season over here, Mush.
I know, but has he been a wonder?
Yeah, everybody wonders what the bloody hell he's doing there.
National League, he's been really good. Dare I say he's been one of the best riders in it. This is just a step too far, isn't it? So at this point.
Yeah. He might get there one day.
He's got
But
potential.
that day is not today.
No. We've got 6 people watching us, Palmer. Is it time for us to announce our podcast guest yet, or should we hold off for a little bit?
We need to announce that we've got a podcast next week. Never mind the fact we've already got a guest.
Do you want to announce that we've got a podcast next week then, in case anyone didn't know we've got a podcast next week?
So if you didn't know, by the way, guys, we've got a podcast next week.
Should we just do the guest while we're on it, and then we can put it out together
Let's just announce it all now, and we may as well.
Go on then, I'll let you have
I'll
it.
tell you what. While we announce it, I'll even pop it on our page at the same time.
Excellent
How's
stuff.
that for multitasking?
Do you want to do
I
that and I'll
suppose.
announce it?
Bear with me, I need to get the graphics that they've done to my mobile phone device.
While Palmer does the technical stuff, we're back a week tonight at the time that this meeting started, 7 o'clock, and we're back with the first podcast of our, what we usually have as the winter series of rider podcasts, but we're going a bit earlier this time, and we will be joined by Sheffield's rising star and Oxford's number 2, Luke Killeen, who incidentally is in the pits at this meeting tonight. So Luke Killeen joins us next Tuesday for a live chinwag.
Aye, he is, yeah, aye.
And we've got to point out, Luke Killeen was very eager to do this when we asked him, which is because he's a rider that not many people asked to do podcasts with and stuff. So yeah, it's really. Oh, that's who he's in there. He's with Leon, of course. He's with Leon. Leon, and Senna get on really well, don't they?
I mean, considering Luke and Leon are teammates at Sheffield, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Ben Barker's doing a little meet and greet while they do some track riding. He's just having a chinwag with people.
You don't get enough of that in Speedway these days.
Winchester's telling us what's happening in heat number 4. Winnie, we're watching it, pal.
We're watching!
But yeah, so next Tuesday, 7 o'clock, Luke Killeen joins us for a little chat. We may be back with a watch along on Thursday. I've got to say, as things stand, the only meeting I've got any hope that we'll be on is the one that Luke Killeen will be riding in as well. I've got a feeling the only one that's going to be on looking at the forecasts may be Ipswich and Sheffield, so we may get to watch Luke Killeen race on Thursday and then talk to him next Tuesday.
Oh, imagine that. Or if you're like me, you might even get to watch him 2 or 3 times before then. Because he's got a double header on Bank Holiday Monday on the way to Bellevue.
Yeah. And you're talking about going to the early one, ain't you?
Whoa. If there's someone there nice enough that'll give us a lift to Sheffield and that, I might even do both. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm certainly planning to do one of the 2 meetings.
Mm-hmm.
But if funding allows, then yeah, I might do both.
And Hanzo Gomet comes in blue in place of Ben Wally in heat number 4 to partner up with Danny King. And they go up against
Leon and Vinny.
Flint and Vinny Ford. Vinny was impressive in heat 2. And Leon's in great form everywhere at the moment. Al, what you made of the racing so far of Glasgow's efforts?
Alan!
Hello, it's me, Big Al.
There it is.
I'll be honest, we need a miracle.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just say it's not been good. It's not been good enough from the top half of the team. The reserves have done the job. As for the rest of them, they seriously need to pull themselves together and actually start doing something. And the fact Kevin rolled at the start and still didn't make it and then slid off.
I didn't see Kevin move. Kevin lifted. I didn't see him roll.
No, his tyre rolled at the start.
Maybe you
I've
imagine
got
that.
some unfortunate news.
Yes.
It's just been announced that Dolly Parton's passed away.
Oh.
If he was into music.
And I'm trying to think who Dolly Parton is.
Working 9 to 5.
that's
What
the
a way
one.
to make a living.
That's the way
And
to get Palmer sync.
Jolene. That one.
Excellent
No,
stuff.
it's Kevin, it's not Jolene.
Oh wow. We'll bring Al back in after because we've got Boggs coming out onto track. And this is Plymouth's last home league fixture of the season. And tomorrow I think is their last away fixture of the season in the league as well.
That would be correct, Mundo, sir.
But they have got the small matter of the knockout cup final to come against a very, very injury ravaged Berwick at the moment.
I might even go to that, you know.
At Berwick? Or at Plymouth?
Or Plymouth.
Oh.
They might even do both, don't know yet.
Heat number 4, gate 1 in blue is the reserve change, Anze Gramek. Gate 2 in yellow is Vinnie Ford. Gate 3 in red is Danny King, and off the outside in white is the British number 3, Leon Flint. Leon was brilliant, weren't he, in that meeting at Bellevue?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of expected him to be, though, in that sort of lineup. And everybody knew nobody was beating Bobby Lambert. Everybody knew that. But I think Leon was definitely the best of the rest and was just a bit unfortunate in final.
Klima's got himself ready for Heat 5 already, just standing there, helmet on. Might have a cold head. And there is a little bit of rain forecast around Plymouth for later, I think, so they're probably going to get on with this.
Well, you'd like to think so, Bush.
Gramek will need to make a better start than he did in Heat 2 because, as you said earlier on, passing's at a little bit of a premium early on.
Well, I've heard Plymouth charge 3 separate admission prices, normal, then seated, then premium. And if you get premium, you might get 1 pass within the course of the meeting.
Excellent.
So the tapes rise then on heat number 4, and solid start there from Leon Flint, but Danny King now blasted up the inside there, and they're virtually neck and neck going into turns 3 and 4. But it is the Glasgow and Sheffield man that currently has the lead then, with Danny King in second. Anze Grenet's not a million miles off Vinnie Ford there, that's in the third place, and Danny King's not making this easy for young Leon there out in front. One mistake from Leon and Danny King is going to be through, but at the minute Leon's just holding the inside line there. He's a bit of a white line hugger at the minute, but he's just riding the... I mean, if you couldn't tell Leon was a white line hugger, you can now, because there's a cloud of white dust up in the air. Just like coming out of Ben Barker's van. I mean, what as we come round turns 3 and 4 then for the final time, and that was a superb ride there from Leon Flint out in front.
It really was a good ride from Leon. Danny put him under some pressure early on, and again Anze Gramek was nowhere, and I've said this before, I'll say it again, waste of a signing he was, to be honest, because he's crap.
He's not the best, is he?
No, he's not. It's the price you pay for having heat leaders like Scott Nichols and Danny King, isn't it?
I'm kind of glad we never signed him, because we nearly did.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet there, didn't you? Oh, Ben Wally could have stayed in and come last, you know what I mean? Heat number 4 was won by the rider in white, Leon Flint, in a winning time of 54.82. Second in red, Danny King, and third in yellow, Vinnie Ford. 2 points to Plymouth, 4 to Glasgow. After 4 heats, it's 13 points to 11, and a first win off a gate that's not number 3.
Yeah, what you said, really. Yeah, not a lot to add.
What would you make of this crowd, Palmer? I don't really watch Plymouth a lot. I mean, neither do you.
Neither do I.
But you watched a few heats on Saturday. Was the crowd decent from what you could see, or not decent, or?
Mate, I'm trying to erase that from my memory.
Sorry.
It was that bad. I remember when I watched the Scunny meeting, I didn't think the crowd was too bad. In the Red Cow ones that I watched, the crowd was fairly decent, so...
Well, how would this crowd compare? It is difficult to get a feel, ain't it? Because they can go all around the track like, but it looks okay from what we can see.
All I can tell you, in my opinion of the crowd, is there are people at Plymouth.
Excellent. Groundbreaking stuff.
Which, to be fair, I think they've done well because I believe Plymouth Argyle are playing tonight as well.
Yeah,
so they've not done bad. Like
heat number 5 is at Tapes. Gate 1 in yellow is Sam Hagan. Gate 2 in red is Daniel Klima. Gate 3 in white is Chris Harris. And off the outside in blue is Ben Barker. The Plymouth pair in this one got a 5-1 in their opening heat. The Glasgow pair in this one got 5-1 in their opening heat.
no, the Plymouth pair in this got a 5-1 in their opening heat. Mush.
I know, I said that. And Glasgow got 5-1.
I don't know. It's been a long day, alright. I hate Tuesdays.
Why is that? Because it's just like a day later in the week, but still feels like Monday.
It's like the Mondayest Monday of the week, even though it's not Monday. So, heat number 5 for Tapes Rise, away we go. And unfortunately, bad news is Chris Harris has got the lead. But Ben Barker's got himself past Daniel Klima to get into the second position. And Sam Hager's struggling with conditions at the rear of the field in this one as it stands. So it looks like it's going to remain a 2-point meeting if things stay like this, but you never know. There's a rider out in front. We could have slip strips, falls and mechanical failures, he says, as a go around turn 3 and 4. There's not really a lot happening in this one as we enter the final lap of heat number 5. I had to look at my programme then just to see what we was at. And yeah, not really a lot to report on that one. A bit from the gate, really. Bit shit.
Barker locked up and Klima had to lock up. Luckily, everybody stayed on their machines. But yeah, good ride there from Bomber. Made a start. Klima went skywards rather than forwards, and Sam Hagan's difficult season at championship level continues, unfortunately. Okay, 3 is almost a cheat code at the moment. Heat number 5 was won by the rider in white, Chris Harris, in a winning time of 53.38. Second in blue, Ben Barker, and third in red, Daniel Klima. Points divided 3 apiece, and it's 16 points to 14 in Plymouth's favour. This heat number 6 should be a belter.
It should be.
Flinty won, Batch won, and Joe got a paid win, and a solid paid win as well. And Freddie Hodder, I think, got a paid win as well.
He certainly did.
So there's essentially 4 race winners here.
It could be really good. It could be really good. There's just one thing.
It's at Plymouth.
It's at Plymouth.
I knew you were going to say it. We talk that much, I know exactly what you're going to say and when you're going to say it.
I talk to you more than I talk to my own family. Right? I tell you, I'd go so far. I talk to you more than I talk to my favourite dog of the 3, and I live with them.
Marley?
Yeah.
You talk to me more than you talk to yourself, and I know you have conversations with yourself.
Yeah, I've got to get expert advice somehow.
It's the most sensible conversation you ever have.
Oh, you know it.
It's a close meeting so far. There's not been a lot of passing yet, but it's been okay. It's close on the night. Heat number 6, gate 1 in red is Troy Batchelor. Looked impressive in the opening race. Still got the quickest time of the afternoon as well. Gate 2 in white is Leon Flint. Gate 3 in blue is Joe Thompson. And off the outside in yellow is Frederick Hodder.
Yeah, what you said, yeah.
Batch's winning time is considerable. It's the only time of the 5 so far in the 52-second bracket.
Yeah, but the first heat's always traditionally a little bit quicker, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I remember when Christian Everson got them on more track record by jumping, flying round, and he's going to hold that forever now.
Matt, we say that though. We had a few times on Friday where it went the quickest time of the night, then the next heat, quickest time of the night, then the next heat, quickest time of the night. Like, bloody hell, boys.
The evolution of the track allowed for it. There's Kevin for you, Palmer. Look at the little
Up the Kevin, as the start master walks away for heat number 6, tapes right away we go, and it's the year 2 Plymouth Gladiators. They were ready. This time round as they lead with Troy Batchelor then out in front with Joe Thompson in the second place, although Leon Flint's hot on the heels. One mistake from Joe. Leon's going to be through. Freddie Odder at the rear off the field in this one, but it's going to become a bit more than a 2-point meeting if this stays as it is as we enter lap number, I think it's lap number 3, but don't quote me on that. Leon Flint's trying absolutely everything. He's trying aerodynamics and acrobats and everything to get round Joe, and Joe's just there like, you're not coming round me, pal, as we enter the final lap then. And Troy Batchelor really is showing a liking for the Coliseum circuit, and to be fair, it's been a solid ride here from Joe to collect the 5 points for the Gladiators. Ready.
That was a brilliant start from Batch. He knew what he needed to do. He took care of Leon. Leon got sandwiched between the 2 Gladiators, but Joe always looked like he had that in control as well. Batch really enjoys this track, doesn't he? I asked you at the start of the at the start of the stream, could we see potentially Batchelor at Plymouth? He's doing himself no harm at all, is he?
Well, if the rumours we've heard are to be believed, then there's every chance.
Heat number 6 was won by the rider in red, Troy Batchelor, with a winning time of 53.83. Second in blue was Joe Thompson, and third in white, Leon Flint. That's a 5-1 to Plymouth, and Glasgow in a tactical substitute territory. And gate number 3 again proves its worth, winning 5 of the opening 6 races. I would expect to see Ben Wally in blue in this one, Franz Agramek.
Maybe.
Joe Thompson really goes under the radar at Plymouth, doesn't he? He's really found a home at Plymouth.
He's had his breakout year this year, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
It's certainly, you called it by the way, Ben Wally is out.
I mean, he's not going to score, so you might as well chuck him in the more difficult races.
To be fair, neither is Anze.
No, you've got a point as well, to be honest. Hit number 7, gate 1 in red is white is Jason Edwards, gate 2 in red is Danny King, gate 3 in yellow is Kevin Yule Pedersen, and off the outside in blue the reserve switch Ben Wally.
So it is.
We went all through the rainbow there before getting the right colour for Jace.
We do like a rainbow from time to time.
When we have the next track grade, Palmer, I've got a discussion to have with you, and we'll get our friends in the who are watching us involved as well, and Big Al as well, get his thoughts on it. It's something that we spoke about in a chat with the 2 brothers that we work with about their meeting being called off tomorrow and the reasoning behind it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're on about now. I completely forgotten for a second then.
Oh God.
So Start Marshall then walks away for heat number 7. Tapes fly up, away we go, and decent start there from Danny King, who gets to that first of the 2 Glasgow Tigers there in the second position, and the third one, to be honest, because let's be honest, Ben Wally's found his natural habitat in 4th place these days.
Ben Wally was rolling at the start as well, by the way.
So he still can't get a point.
Poor guy.
That's like Alan trying to get a prostitute on a street roundabout somewhere. It just isn't going to happen, is it? No matter how hard he tries, it ain't going to happen. So we enter the last lap. Nothing else has happened, to be honest. It's still a 3-3. Danny's still leading. Kevin's still second. The other Glasgow rider's still third, and Ben's at the back, and just like that's a 3-all.
Kevin Pedersen looked a lot quicker there, to be honest. Really smart start from Danny though. Yeah, really good ride from Danny King though, and he's the first winner that's not come from an outside gate. He made a really good start there. Kevin was there. Jason Edwards is having a quiet meeting by his standards. He does go well at Plymouth.
Redcat's got a big meeting on Friday, hasn't there? So maybe he's just saving himself for that.
No, heat number 7 was won by the rider in red, Danny King, in a winning time of 53.52 seconds. Second in yellow was Kevin York Pedersen, and third in white, Jason Edwards. I've just realised this is the Ipswich reserve pairing for Thursday. That's a 3 apiece, and it's now 24-18 on the night, 65-67 in aggregate. You know what happens if Plymouth get a 4-2 in Heat 8, Palmer?
Oh, grow up.
I said it for you were thinking it.
But you mentioned that was the Ipswich reserve pairings. You kind of just forgot that it was the Ipswich captain that won that as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of Ipswich representation in it. And
Yeah.
Sheffield with Leon as well, and their teams are facing each other on Thursday.
So they are.
I think we've
Tried to be Irish and it
I was
didn't
going to
work.
say, was that Scottish or Irish or what?
Irish.
Right,
Bit of
Al,
both.
quick time. What you made of the action so far, Al, and more importantly, your team's performance?
Well, it's fair to say some of the riders have got, marginally better. Sam Hagen, the less said about him, the better. But yeah, still need something. We're still missing something. We need to start making starts off the start, and we'll get somewhere. But yeah, Plymouth are just too good for us here.
Starts off the start, he says. Palmer, colour me shocked. I thought you made starts off bend 3.
Well, I mean, I was going to suggest doing them off the back straight, but
Like Batch did before his second ride.
yes.
So Al says about the less said about Sam Hagen, the better. I'll never say a bad word about Sam Hagen because he was an absolute gem when he did our podcast with us last winter.
I was going to say he come on, didn't he, last winter?
And he was a really nice fella.
Yeah, I've got no issues with Sam. Actually, he's a really nice guy.
He's having a tough season. I think the team, the way Glasgow set up, was designed for Sam and Freddie to stay at reserve all season, but because Mario Housel underperformed so much, Sam Hagen ended up moving into the main body, and he's just not got back out of there.
At least Mario Hauser was one German that turned up for meetings this year.
No comments on that one. Palmer, right. Kings Lynn have called off their National League meeting tomorrow with Middlesbrough. We knew about this yesterday, obviously. Their reasoning is because the stadium is needed for flat track and all of that other stuff, and preparations need to be in. For me, that's a really bad excuse, and I don't think it's a valid reason, to be honest.
I don't think Kings Lynn have got stock cars this week. In fact, I know they haven't because they've got flat track on Sunday. So they don't need to prepare the track for stock cars. To prepare a track for flat track is essentially preparing a track that you'd prepare for a National League Speedway meeting. I've got my own thoughts on this. I don't know if I'm allowed to say them, so I'm going to say them anyway. Maybe somebody like Edward Kennett said he couldn't make it from the Isle of Wight, or he's broke a toenail or something and he didn't fancy it, and he told Pipey, and Pipey's like, right, that's it, we'll call it off.
I don't think it's a valid reason, or personally I think the BSPL or the SCB or whoever looks at it should be looking at it. If it were up to me, I would just be fining them and giving Middlesbrough a walkover, because I think that's taking the piss.
I mean, I'm not siding, by the way, here with Kings Lynn. Before I say anything, no, I just do need to double check. I know, I can't even say that in their defence because the weather looks absolutely fine on Met Office. That's a point. What does our weather look like for tomorrow? This is normally what happens when we're talking shite about Speedway, by the way.
We check the weather. Your mate Andy put, I got summoned by the Sam Hagen good talk.
Yeah, big Andy, he likes Sam Hagen. He's a good lad. Oh my God! Our weather for Friday's got so much better looking at the Met Office.
Brilliant stuff. Even if it's wrong, we're trusting the Met Office.
Which is good, because if what for what I heard from a reliable source earlier, the restaging date doesn't look that great.
Oh.
So basically, we've got a very important meeting on Friday against the Edinburgh Monarchs. But that had to get called off on Friday, he was going to cancel his massive stock car meeting he's got on Saturday, so he didn't have to mess about with fences and preparing the track, and we was going to run it on Sunday.
Jeez.
And the stock car meeting that we've got on Saturday is one that's done with a different promotion, so the club itself would have made tens of thousands of pounds from it.
So at least he ain't got to do that now. When we get a next track grade or an interval or whatever we've got coming up after this one, should we have a talk through the new average changes for next month? The big one that jumps out to me is the change of number 1 at Edinburgh.
Yeah, that could be a reasonable discussion.
We'll have a look through that and how dynamics change. But Dan Thompson losing the number 1 spot at Edinburgh for September, I did not see that coming. I must admit. Sam Hagan's on our screen now as well for your mate Andy listening in.
You know, from the back without a hat on, Danny King almost looks like my dad.
Does your dad walk around the house in Plymouth Gladiators Kevlars that say King on the back as well and a big number 5?
Only on Sundays.
I mean, you've still got Simon Lambert's Kevlars, or if you've not got them now, he could walk around the house in them.
No, I've still got them. They're still on my wall, but unfortunately, I've got a little bit too much timber on me. I can't get them zipped up.
And they're going for this track grade at the minute. Out any form of confidence you can take from that second block of races?
Yeah, I suppose I could take confidence in that Chris Harris has finally turned up to a match. He can actually won it.
I will say we told you so as well, because Vinnie Ford is doing a very good job as a guest.
All I'm saying...
Both saying. Big Kevin's off robbing Freddie's Haribos. What were you going to say, Palmer? No, he's dead.
Oh, I see what I was going to say then.
Yeah, you go out.
All I'm going to say is I was wrong about Vinnie Ford, and I would like to take this opportunity to apologise to Mr. Vincent of the Spincent variety. He's actually done probably not as bad as I thought he was going to do.
I'm actually shocked at where the rumoured destination is for Vinnie Ford. Oh, Palmer, you're like Luke Killeen even more now. He's wearing a Guinness hoodie.
What a boy.
I mean, you ain't a Guinness kind of guy, but alcohol's alcohol, isn't it?
Well, hey, I don't mind a Guinness from time to time, me old Chider. It's not my chosen beverage, but I don't mind from time to time.
What is your chosen? Is it cider, your chosen beverage?
Oh, it could be anything. It's mainly Cruz Campo Lager or Inch's cider.
So whilst we were on holiday, Nat's stepdad went to the bar, and I went with him to get drinks when they came down on the last day. And he got a Cruz Campo, and I was like, who the fucking hell do I know that drinks Cruz Campo? Because the name rung a bell, and then it hit me that it was you.
So, for those of you that don't know, me and Dill talk at least
25 hours of the 24 a day.
And I think it's safe to say I'm probably, of the D&D media duo that we are, I'm probably the alcoholic.
Well, that does help, because I don't drink. I can't drink. It's not by choice. I can't drink alcohol. But yeah, you're the alcohol drinker of the two of us.
Although, right, each time I've been down to Poole, well, I can't say each time actually, because the first time I went I did drink, and Al saw me drinking, so I can't use that one. But the last time I went to Poole, I didn't have a drink at all the fucking 2 or 3 days I was there. Apologies for the naughty word. It just came out.
Oh!
So we took.
Have they started again yet, or are they still track grading? I've just noticed an even more shocking change than the change at Edinburgh of number 1.
Oh God.
Glasgow have got a new number 1 from September the 1st. Leon Flint goes to number 1.
Doesn't shock me.
Danny King goes to number 1 for Plymouth. This will shock you, but Charles Wright stays at number 1 for Redcar. Josh Pickering stays at number 1 for Scunny, and
No,
Shepson stays at number 1 for Workington.
I'm not having that. What do you mean Michael Pantoff doesn't become our number 1?
That's shocking, eh?
I wonder whether Richard Lawson might move from number 1.
Andy says I got summoned again by the pool mention. Richard Lawson stays at number 1 for Paul.
Is it close between him and Cook?
Sort of. 0.23 in it. 8.56 Richard Lawson, 8.33 Zachary Cook. Not a lot really changes there. Slater obviously stays on his assessed, and Carl Newman stays at reserve. Just Cooper Russian's average has dropped by nearly a point.
Sounds about right.
The change at Scunny that you mentioned earlier, Palmer, obviously Connor Mountain drops back down to reserve with Nathan, drops to reserve. Nathan Ablett moves back into the main body.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Connor could do with some confidence, couldn't he?
I like Connor. I think he's a really good bloke, but I think he's almost got too settled with us.
Yeah, a bit like Josh Orty did.
Yeah. And Connor's been with us half the time Josh has been with us.
Yeah.
Talking to Josh Orty, he's on the comeback trial next year. Glasgow Tigers number 1, here we go.
What happens? The massive for Berwick. Reed Batty had 1.2 to his average and still stays at reserve for September. Goes from a 387 to a 501 and still stays at reserve.
They say there's about 0.05 in there between Reed and Jordan.
Yeah. Although most of Reed's is coming at home, is dynamite around Shearfield, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll look back at them in a bit. Andre Gramek goes in blue here, as we all expected, to be honest. Stevie Wonder saw that coming.
I hope Stevie, if you're listening, pal.
Yeah,
right,
watching.
mate.
He definitely out watching. Heat number 8 is at the start line. Gate number 1 in yellow is Vinnie Ford. Gate 2 in blue is Andre Gramek. Gate 3 in white is Sam Hagan. And off the outside in red is Joe Thompson. I've got to say, with all due respect to gates 2 and 3, this is a battle between Vinnie and Joe Thompson, ain't it? Based on tonight's form.
Yeah.
Does Gramek get a point, or does Hagan get one? Another point, or does Hagan get his first of the evening? Got to say, off gate 3, you'd probably favour Sam Hagan.
Might surprise you, and they might come first and second.
Possibly. Joe Thompson has an engine failure. I really hope that don't happen now, by the way. Maybe we'll surprise the viewers after Palmer and announce another guest. We don't know a date for this guest yet, but we will announce another guest for the podcast. Just because we've now got it confirmed.
Well, I mean, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, then, you know, we might have to announce it after this race. So, slightly then for heat number,
Gramek,
number 1. I told you Gramek could make this one. And Andre Gramek there out in front. Joe Thompson there in the second place position with Spinny Vinnie Ford there in the third place. Unfortunately, Sam Hagan struggling tonight around the tight turns of the Plymouth Coliseum. That ain't even in bloody Plymouth, let's be honest.
Is it not? I don't actually know where Plymouth is. Not the track.
It's in a town not a million miles away from Plymouth called Plympton.
Ah.
I read that in the Speedway Star, so it must be true. It's, we enter lap number 4 of this one, and this is a bit of a shock in the books, isn't it?
That was a
yeah,
brilliant game from Gramek, but what a ride.
solid that. Fair play, pal.
I feel
Joe's
really...
been very consistent.
He has, yeah, he's the new bonus points king. Slow time, but you don't care about the times if you get the results.
I do feel a bit for Sam Hagen, to be fair.
Yeah, it's not nice, is he? 'Cause he's a really nice guy. But brilliant ride for the Plymouth duo there. And the result of heat number 8 was a win for the rider in blue, the reserve switch, Anze Gramek, in a winning time of 55.29, so considerably slower, but don't really matter as long as you get the 3 points, does it? Second in red, and the man who is also now confirmed to be joining us for a podcast in the coming weeks, Joe Thompson, and third in yellow, Vinnie Ford, who got a little bit out of shape in the opening bends. Gaps opened up a little bit now. 5-1 to Plymouth. It's 29-19, and crucially, Plymouth have edged ahead for the aggregate point as well. I suspect there may be a tactical in yellow here. I think we might see Chris Harris coming in for Freddie Hodder.
Maybe.
Barker and Klima. They've got 1 and 3, and 3's been really good. I very much expect there to be a tactical in this one.
I reckon they should bring out...
Chris Harris
Can't do
is
it
in
this
yellow.
time. SFT, if you know, you know.
Who's he spannering for? Bomber?
It's not the same person, but
Oh.
it's just still an SFT.
Oh, okay. Chris Harris replaces Freddie Hodder as tactical substitute in yellow in heat number 9, and Glasgow really had to do this. The gates have fell nicely. Flinty was quick last time, just got sandwiched between the two Gladiators off the start line.
Who's having a sandwich?
Oh, so I'd kill for a sandwich about now.
Sandwich.
So the lineup for heat number 9, gate 1 in white is Leon Flint, gate 2 in blue is Ben Barker, gate 3 in yellow the tactical substitute Chris Harris, and off the outside in red is Daniel Klima. Everyone in this race logs 4 points each.
Well, this are all nice and consistent.
Oh, good.
You tired, Munchkin?
A touch, I won't lie to you. And with all due respect to Jason Edwards and Kevin Pedersen, I reckon Joe Thompson sees out this paid maximum in 10. He's beat better riders than this already tonight.
There's every chance, darling. There is absolutely every chance.
And when you've got a number 2 that's, you know, he's not been beaten by an opponent yet, that's massive, ain't he? Because a lot of people say number 2 is probably the hardest position in the team because your races are blocked together so tightly, aren't they?
Yeah, it's one of them, but you know, if you're at number 2 and you haven't got rider replacement, you can go for an early shower and an hot dog.
Yeah, but then you know your chances of getting 15 are thin on the ground because of the delay between heat 10, which is your last race. Barker looks up at the referee there, not happy that Chris Harris has turned around to clear his goggles. He was probably more annoyed that Bomber had come across his gate to turn around to clear his goggles.
Probably. That's sort of the character Ben is, to be fair. I think you'd agree with that as well, would you?
I'd be annoyed by that though if I'd just worked the gate and then some idiot comes across it.
Especially Chris Harris. Tapes rise zone 4, heat number 9, away we go. And Leon Flint it is that has made the gate with Chris Harris there, joining him for a Glasgow Tigers 5-1. And the crowd go mild.
Alan's not. Al's jumping around in his bedroom with his t-shirt off.
Oh Jesus, I just pictured that in my head.
Barker! Too wide. Not too wide!
But this is, sorry, I'm just
We've got a race on, Palmer!
We've got a race on, we could see a bloody pass. Leo Flitz there out in front, Chris Harris just about in second with Ben Barker giving it absolutely bloody everything. Although Ben Barker, if he keeps riding like this, is probably going to end up in defence.
Barker threw everything at that.
It's a 5-1 there to Glasgow.
Barker
Unfortunately.
threw absolutely everything at that. We had a really good race for a couple of laps then.
And then Alan jumping round his bedroom with his boobies out kind of worried me a bit.
Daniel Kleemer did have a little bit of a roll at the start there as well.
Oh, there's beef.
Oh, were these having words? They're scrapping! Bomber's kicking him in! Uh-oh, here we go.
Here we go.
There has been an issue with these two for a while. Leon's trying to calm Barker down. We've said this a lot. Chris Harris is an absolute dickhead.
He is, 100%.
Everybody thinks that Chris Harris, the sun shines out of his arse. Behind the scenes, the guy is an absolute wanker.
He is. Got absolutely zero time for him at all. And the day he retired will be a better day.
They're having words now. They used to be friends, these two. They're having words now. Yeah, the day Chris Harris retires, Speedway will be a better place. He's an absolute prick. The fat fuck. Absolute bellend.
That was fun.
It was. We need to ask Barker about that. What after? Winning time on that one. Missed that. Too much excitement. So someone's put the comments in, but they've not put the race time in. I don't know who started this. We missed it, and the way Barker came round, you could tell there was going to be afters. It's a shame because it was a good race.
Yeah.
But there is a bend on this bend too. I don't know which lap it is where Bomber tries to put Ben Barker through the second turn fence.
We'll see it in a minute. It might be this one.
Got to be this one. Yeah, he tries to put him through the fence. There's no need for him to do that, so I can see why Barker's annoyed. But I want to see what started the beef.
Well, from what I saw, Chris Harris just rode himself into Barker after the race.
Unless Barker said something on the way past, but yeah, when the camera came round, from what I saw when the camera came on, Bomber was just kicking Barker while he was on the floor. They then showed us the replay of the beef. Result of number 9 was a win for the rider in white, Leon Flint, second in yellow, Chris Harris, and third in blue, Ben Barker. 1 point to 5, 30 points to 24. Heat number 10 lining up off gate 1 in yellow is Kevin Pedersen, gate 2 in blue is Joe Thompson, gate 3 in white is Jason Edwards, and off the outside in red is Troy Batchelor. Plymouth duo unbeaten by an opponent here. Jason Edwards on 1 point and Kevin on 2, but did look quicker last time out. We'll get Alan's thoughts on that little scrap in a minute.
Up the Barker.
Do love a bit of beef. I'd love to have seen Ben knock that fat twat clean out there.
Yes.
And you have got to be like us. You know, we've worked on the insides of Speedway tracks. You still do. We know what he's like in the pits at meetings, and he's really not a nice guy.
No, and like, don't get me wrong, he does amazing things on the track. Can't fault him for that. Off the track is a bell end.
And
Absolute bell end.
I'll die on that hill as well. He's one rider you'll never see speak to us on here because he didn't even know of his missus like us. And to be honest, we don't like them.
I'd rather have Batch on here.
So
the tapes rise on heat number 10, and the 5-1 that the Tigers just got looks like it's about to be reversed, as it is Joe Thompson that has the lead, and Batch has done a beautiful move there on Kevin Pedersen to get himself into the second place position, and Batch looking out for Joe now as well, and is Batch going to allow Joe to win this one? As we end up going into lap number, I believe it's lap number 3. Kevin Pedersen, one mistake from either of the two Plymouth boys. Kevin's going to be there. as we come into turns 3 and 4 then, and bloody hell, Batch, if you weren't careful, you was taking Joe for a sandwich as we go into the last lap then, and as that just messed it up for the Gladiators, not quite as they go down the back straight then. Batch is about to take another 3 points. Kevin's trying the outside run, but Joe blocks him perfectly. Brilliant ride, that.
There was no malice in that from Batch. He does look at Joe as if to kind of apologise. He was the quicker rider. Joe was getting out of shape a little bit. So I do understand Batch having the more speed and coming through there. Hopefully there's an acknowledgement and not a fight. Yeah, it was just one of them. Batch was quicker.
If we have fights, we want them to be against Chris Harris where he's on the ground.
Yeah, what you said, yeah. There's no acknowledgement between the two teammates, but yeah,
they'll be alright in the pits afterwards. They don't want to kill each other.
Well.
Yet.
And Joe goes through the card with second places to his name.
Consistency is key.
Yes, it is. I've missed a couple of races out somewhere on my scorecard. 1 plus 0. Where was Kevin's other one? Kevin 1.
If you're interested, by the way, the time for Heat 9 was 54.47.
It was, yeah. Winchester's put it in the comments as well. Just
the BSN, the Knockout Cup final at Plymouth is on the 10th of October.
Jeez, that's a while away. What are they doing in September, man?
And it's on BSN, but the Knockout Cup final at Plymouth will be on the 10th of October.
So have Plymouth chosen? You've got to think Plymouth have chose the second leg for that.
You'd imagine so. Let me have a look on my calendar, see when... on a Saturday in October. I might travel down for that. Have I got anything on at the track that weekend? I hope not.
Fatty, I mean, Chris Harris is back out. Stocky Balboa, as we're now going to call him.
Oh, right, Palmer.
I will be very shocked if Freddie Hodder comes in for Sam Hagan. Not surprised by that in the slightest.
So that weekend, I've got a weekend on at the track, but I might just go to Plymouth instead.
Smart.
So Ben Wally goes in blue.
Ben Wally goes in blue and Freddie Hodder goes in yellow. Your mate Andy says they're all having a little nap all of September. Probably British Speedway for you, ain't it?
I wish I could have a nap all of September, mate.
I wish we didn't have this on mute now, because I bet Bomber's got a right reception from the Plymouth fans. The one person you don't want to fight with at Plymouth is Mr. Plymouth.
No, you don't. And you don't want to start talking to him when he's in a bar, because he will take a picture of himself having a piss and send it to you.
He's having a chinwag
Never
with Batch
forget.
at the moment.
Tapes rise then on heat number 11, and it's unfortunately Chris Harris that has met the gate there with Danny King in second and Freddie Hodder just coming underneath Ben Wally to get himself into the third place position. So it's currently a heat advantage to the Glasgow Tigers. Rah, as
Freddie's
it stands, although Wally. Oh. But yeah, it's looking like a 4-2 as it stands then to the Tigers, although Harris got a little bit out of shape there on that fourth turn. We say Harris went out of shape. I mean, he's a bit out of shape, really, isn't he? As it is.
Round the stomach, he is, yeah.
He's a little bit round, is old Christopher.
Stocky Balboa.
We enter the final lap then, and it's going to be a 4-2 to Tigers, with Christopher taking the win, and I'd love to hear his applause there.
Ben Wally made a decent start then. Freddie Hodder got a little bit out of shape. And that was about all she wrote really for for the battle, but he made a really good start and he was there or thereabouts early on. And
oh yes, got to point at the sky. Got to point at the sky.
Got to point to the sky. Can't forget that. Oh, you know, forget that. It's game over. But just looking at the game. Just looking at the gate stats quickly, and then I'll do the results. So we finally had a winner off gate 1 in here. 9, 4 goes on to 2. Gate 2 goes on to 3. So the results of heat number 11 was a win for the rider in white. Christopher Harris, winning time 54.19. Second in red was Danny King, and third in yellow Freddie Hodder. That's 2 points to Plymouth, 4 to Glasgow. It's 37.29, and we're all square again for the aggregate point. And I would imagine Zagramek comes in to replace Ben Wally in the next one. Are we going to have an interval? What's going on here, pals?
Dynamite. Not a lot.
Oh, we're having a replay of the Chris Harris has drove straight into him. Chris didn't actually hit Barker to the floor, he knocked him off. There's a fine coming for Chris Harris for that, because that's pathetic.
If there's just a fine, then I think he's got off like, oh, there should be a fine, there should be a 25-year ban. Yeah, he should be made to sell all his bikes and never return to this sport ever again.
He said something to Bomber, and Bomber's gone left straight into him and cleaned him out. That's ridiculous.
Probably call him a fat cunt.
If you're going to fight, put your bikes up, take your helmets off and have a good scrap. Don't ride your bike into someone like a big fat fucking pussy. That kid's just been jumping around on the start, ready for the kids' race, and absolutely stacked it. Shall we have a look at the let's get Al in first. Al, Fatty versus Barker, what do you reckon?
Oh, only Chris Harris could start a fight at fucking Plymouth.
I think Barker started that. I think Barker had said something he didn't like.
Yeah,
I
mean, in terms of throwing the first punch, only Chris Harris could get antagonised by Mr. Plymouth to throw the first punch.
I don't think he threw a punch, he just threw the bike.
Well, he kicked him as well.
He kicked it, yeah, proper pussy move, innit?
Yeah, there was no need for it. Ben Barker didn't need to say anything to antagonise him, but he didn't need to ride the bike in.
I can see his annoyance at the move on the first and second term when Bomber tried to put him through the back straight fence. I can see Barker being annoyed by that. But there's still no need to throw your
Would you not agree that it's just hard racing?
I just think
yes,
I think it's Chris Harris being a prick. I'd love 2 minutes on my own with him because I'd kick his fucking square head in.
It's Chris Harris. There's not much more I can say. It's what Chris Harris does best. Pisses people off.
He's a dick. Even Glasgow, well, this Glasgow fan has turned against him, which is all good fun.
Yeah. Quicker he leaves Glasgow, the better, because to be honest, I'm done.
Don't worry, I don't think he'll be there next season.
Hopefully he retires and he stops just threatening it. Do it. Nobody wants you in Speedway.
The last time he left, I said if he comes back, I will never support Glasgow again, and I'm still there. And I should have gone back on it. Never got back on it.
As somebody we know very well once said, because I will do it.
I will do it.
I will support Edinburgh because I will do it if he's back next season. I will do it.
Edinburgh don't want you, Al.
Okay, red card then, because I will do it.
No,
Workington want you, Al. They want all the support they can get.
Plymouth will have you, Al, if you can get down there in half an hour from, where was it, Workington? Brilliant stuff. Wow. Never get old.
Well, I am old, so that's a bit difficult. Anyway, carry on.
Well, there is that. Berwick,
you're special, Al.
He is very special, isn't he?
You are a bit special, Al.
Nick Morris has gone under the radar of Berwick, adding a point and 1.1 to his average. That's some going, to be honest.
Yeah, so Fair play to Nick Morris on that one. He's had a good season.
And not a lot else changes there. Not a lot really changes. Edinburgh. Kai Thompson becomes number 1. Dan Thompson's average drops below 8 points for the first time this season, down to 791. Will that do damn good?
It'll do good, but I'm surprised Mitchell Clough's not out of reserve.
I'm not.
He is, isn't he?
Out of reserve, did you say, or at reserve?
Out of reserve. I thought he might have done enough to get into the main body.
Not a chance.
No? Right.
Leon Flint becomes Glasgow's number 1. Kyle Eworth's guest facility is the second in the averages, and Fatty Balboa is third in the averages now. Sam Hagan, unfortunately for him, stays in the main body of the team again. It's got to be shattering his confidence, ain't it?
Yeah, it is, to be fair.
Oxford's don't really matter. Sam Masters drops below a 9-point average for the first time in forever. Luke Killeen up to 6.18. That's not a bad season for Luke Killeen. He's got an average half a point higher than Mitch McDermott and just a tad lower than Anders Rowe. That's a good season for Luke.
It is. But on the other hand, I think Mitch McDermott's been quite disappointing this season.
He's had a bad season, hasn't he? He hasn't really done a lot with Oxford either. Northampton, either, if I'm being honest. Although it feels like that was a signing with an eye to next year, don't it?
Yeah. I think it's the same with us with... Who the bloody hell have we just
Jacob
signed?
Hook.
Him. I'm pretty sure that's one with a view to 2027.
For Plymouth, Danny King goes to number 1. Danny King's been a little bit disappointing tonight, it's got to be said. I haven't been overly impressed with old Daniel, to be fair.
Nobody's impressed with me, mate, don't worry.
That's true. Ben Barker adds just over half point to his average, goes up to 757, third in the averages. Joe Thompson's average drops. That's crazy to me. Not a lot of changes at Poole, Lawson, Kerr and Cook are the 3 heat leaders still. Russian's average drops from 6 to 5.03, but Carl Newman just about stays at reserve on a 4.99. I think Paul would have wanted Cooper Russian back down there.
But he should have been a bit more shitter than, shouldn't he?
Charles, not a lot really changes at Redcar either. Ace Piper and Simon Lambert stay at reserve for the Bears for the month of September. Not a lot changes at Scunny other than Ablett coming up and Connor Mountain going down. Vinnie Ford goes back to reserve for Workington and he's found some form.
The problem is...
Their season's nearly done.
Them averages come into play on the 1st of September.
They're done after Saturday, aren't they?
Saturday's their last meeting of the year. Make it make sense.
So who comes out of reserve to let Vinnie Ford in there?
Nicholas Holm Jakobsen.
Oh, Jesus.
Should we have a
He's a liability, him.
We'll have a quick look at the Premiership ones as well while we're at it. Obviously, Brady Kurt stays at number 1 at
No.
Dalvik, yeah. Noah Bladorn
I thought
goes up.
I thought Doyle would have been there.
No, Doyle's 8.28. He has gone up. Brady's 9.45. So there's a touch of a gap in there yet, Al.
Touch.
Just a wee little gap. Not a lot else changes for Bellevue. Richard Lawson stays at number 1 for Ipswich if he can be asked to turn up. He turned up late at Kings Lynn last night and they really weren't happy with him for it. Danny King is still the second highest average rider on a 7.33. Tobias Michalek is still on an average under 7.
That's interesting.
Tom Brennan drops a touch again and Scott Nichols goes down as well. Kevin Pedersen stays the same, he's obviously converted, and Jason Edwards goes down as well. Nothing really changes at Kings Lynn. Max Frick is still number 1. Ben Cook is second highest average rider. Chris Harris third. Yankovic fourth. Grand Prix rider Yankovic fourth in that Kings Lynn team's averages.
More importantly, Yankovic has nice merchandise out for sale now.
Where do you buy that from?
Dice Speed online.
Oh, nice. Can you send me a link?
I know where all my wages are going.
Andy says Rich showed up at 7 at Paul once, another time 2 minutes before the tapes. Yeah, we know he likes to turn up late to places. Apparently it's something to do with his mechanic being a delivery driver or something. He can never guarantee what time he's going to finish work, so we'd have that.
Oh, Lebby Devs' merch is on here as well.
Oh, can you send me a link to Dice Speed's website, please, and all that?
Yeah, you want to go into the thingy and it says collection. Collections.
Sweet. I'll have a look at that after.
Some nice things on there. Shame it's all in bloody Polish.
You not get it translated.
This is crap.
I'm sure you.
Ryan Douglas's average goes down a minuscule amount, but he drops. Am I mad in thinking that Ryan Douglas has had a really good season and it's mad that it's going down? I mean, it's still
the away leg of the knockout cup is on the 26th of September.
So yeah, Plymouth have got the home leg second, and we've got a fair bit of interest in those meetings with Reed, Klima, Barker. Sam Masters' his average drops by 0.7 from 692 to 622. Dan Thompson's drops. Drew Kemp comes up a touch. Nick Morris comes up. Carl Ewer stays at reserve, and Joe Thompson's average comes up by nearly a point. Nice. Niels Christian Everson stays at number 1 for Northampton on a 7.09. Jamin Lidsley 7.40. Adam Ellis 7.16. Kyle Thompson 7.14. Nikolai Clint 5.76. He'll be on a bargain for someone next year. Mitch McDermott on a 3.44 converted, and Luke Harrison stays on a 3. That's mad because he's had a really good season as well.
It's not been too bad really, his old Lucas. Mind you, I think he's on a 5.99 average with us now.
Yeah, he's had a really good season. It's a shame we think we know where he's going next year.
Yeah, it's one of them, but silly season started a little bit earlier, hasn't it, this year?
It has. Sheffield, Jack Holder's average stays the same. Obviously he's injured. Josh Pickering drops a touch. Chris Holder goes up. Leon Flint drops, which is mad because he's having a brilliant season with Sheffield. Anders Rowe goes up by half a point. Jai Etheridge goes down, and Luke Killeen has added half a point. If you'd have told me at the start of the season Luke Killeen would have added half a point to his average, and it's been mostly because of his performances at home, considering how he'd gone at that track before, I'd have said you're lying. But he's done well this season.
He has, to be fair. Fair play to the geezer.
Should we have a look at the National League ones as well, because there's nothing going on yet. Effective as of the 1st of September, Alfie Botel rages back to number 1 for Buxton. Jack Smith, who was number 1 for a time, is now 4th in the averages. Jack Roberts has got a higher average than Jack Smith. Wow.
Not bad for a bloke that hadn't ridden Speedway for 20 years.
No. Geordie Loftus stays on a 10.2. Darwood drops. Ben Wally drops a touch. He's still on an 8 average though. James Shane stays the same. Jamie Howard of Annika Loftus stays the same. Kings Lynn, Simon Lambert drops below a 10-point average to 9.87. Jake Mulford 8.14. Mickey Simpson 5.94. Didn't Mickey Simpson start a season on about an 8 average?
He did, and that was because of his home form in the National League last year rather than home and away, because in the National Trophy he was only averaging about 6.
Jeez. Ollie Binns has had a really good season, but an injury. Jesus Christ, I've just saw Seth's. Ollie Bean stays at reserve for Kings Lynn. Ben Morley drops. Freddie Hodder goes to number 1 for Leicester with an average of 10.48.
Ooh.
Ben Morley 756 is actually the third highest now. Max Perry's got a higher average than Morley as well. Tom Spencer 612. Ryan Ingram 8.21 up from 518.
What boy? Up the wing.
Eli Meadows drops. Seth Norman goes from a 2 to a 5.78. 68, sorry.
That's not bad at all, that is it?
The Edinburgh's team's average is 51 points. And the Leicester team is 49.
Oof.
Middlesbrough, Ace drops below 10, goes to 9.58. Ablett 9.33. Charlie Southwick drops to 570. Jade Mudgeway, who's now retired again, stays on 587. Harry Sadler drops to a 4, but he's got an injured shoulder, so he's out for a while. Alex Spooner goes up a touch, and Steen Piper goes up to 2.5, but spends September at reserve again for the Middlesbrough Tigers. If they've got any meetings in September, I think they've got a couple of rain-offs to rearrange, haven't they?
Yeah, there's a few raid-off rates to sort out.
Oxford, Jody Scott is the highest average rider in the league, 10.74. Harry Fletcher drops half a point down to 7. He's had a good season, to be fair.
Absolutely.
Senna Summers 7.11. Darryl Richings drops to 6.21. That's mad because he's had a really good season on the whole, I think, Darryl, to be honest. What was expected of him, I think he's outperformed that. Ashton Vale goes up by nearly a point. Mason Watson has obviously retired, so that don't matter. Max Broadhurst stays on 2 because we watched him the other night and it was awful.
Yeah. Max Broadhurst is one of them. You look at him and you think, how the bloody hell does some team still employ you?
Is this his second season with Oxford?
Yes. The only answer to that question is he must pay to be a part of the team.
And we don't want to shit on a young British lad that's not doing very well. We don't want to make anything worse, but he's struggling.
He is a bit shit.
He's struggling with form at the minute. But at least he keeps having a go. You know, the easiest thing in the world when it's not going right would be to say, alright, fuck it, I'm done. But he does still have a go. It's Gary Allen, that's changed then from the preview.
I'm going to say, he doesn't look like my mate Si.
Doesn't look like Si. He does not look like big Si Humphrey Kenny. Good job he ain't
Do like Si is alright.
He ain't had many decisions to make tonight because Gary Allen's not a very good referee.
I mean, he could have thrown Chris Harris out of the meeting for being a little bit of a bitch, but you know.
I would like to go to Plymouth, I've got to say. It's a track to tick off the list. I'm used to watching small tracks as well, being at Monmore for years. It's not as small as this, granted, but used to seeing a technical circuit over a big open wide one.
I up to Birmingham, up to Wolverhampton.
Al, are you alive? No is the answer to that one.
He's deaded.
Yes, I'm here.
He's there, he was muted up. I didn't know if he was asleep or dead.
No, I'm here.
Ebony, having a little dance. Sees does us a solid with pictures of our riders though.
She does really, yeah.
Jason Edwards just took his Glasgow top off.
What boy?
Does that mean Jason Edwards' afternoon is done? Because he was meant to be in this one in white. And that is Vinnie Ford.
Interesting. Did not see that coming.
Oh, I did. Jace just ain't really been at the races tonight, has he? And Andre Gramek comes in blue. It's been an okay. We've had a bit of drama. It's not been a bad meeting by any way. It looks like it's going a little bit misty almost though there now. And we've now got Andre Gramek and Klima versus the Glasgow reserves in this one. No pressure, Klima.
No pressure, Daniel. DBS.
Heat number 12, gate 1 in red is Daniel Klima, gate 2 in yellow is Vinnie Ford, gate 3 in blue is Andre Gramek, and off the outside in white is Freddie Hodder off gate 2 and Vinnie Ford off gate 4 in white. Gate statistics.
Yeah, you said, yeah.
How do they read? Andre Gramek is off the favoured gate here, and Daniel Klima is off the least favoured gate according to statistics.
Up the statistics.
Can you say statistics when you've had a few beers?
I've never tried, I don't think.
It has been nice to have some Tuesday night speedway, we've got to admit.
Well, I mean, what else would we have been doing tonight?
Probably virtual speedway, to be honest.
Yeah. Never know, we might be done for 9 o'clock.
Oh, you've jinxed it now.
So, heat number 12. Tapes fly up, away we go. Beautiful start there from Daniel Klima there in the red helmet colour, and it looks like Andy Gravek's going to get himself into that second place position, and he's done that beautifully, and it is now the Plymouth Gladiators on a 5-1 advantage as it stands, which would put them in inches of winning this meeting on the night. And Vinnie Ford's giving it absolutely everything to Andy Gramek here in the third place, with Freddie Hodder towards the rear at field. But these two boys, these know how each other ride, and they were just team riding it a little bit without really looking for each other, with one lap left to go. Then Klima's there out in front, Gramek's in second, and Spinny Vinny, he's not a million miles behind, but I don't think there's quite enough in the tank there to get that that second place. And it's a big 5-1. Carnage.
If Vinny couldn't slow it down in time, could he? He has apologised.
Nah.
There was nothing malicious in that. He just couldn't get stopped in time. Just about to stay on their bikes, thankfully. Good effort from Vinny. He tried.
He did.
And Freddie Hodder just missed out there, but a really, really big 5-1 for Plymouth in that one. The result of result of heat number 12 was a win for the rider in red, Daniel Klima, in a winning time of 55.7. Second in blue was Andre Gramek, and third in white Vinnie Ford. 5-1 to Plymouth, and it's now 42 points to 30 and 83.79 for the aggregate point. Brilliant start by Klima. They was like a rocket out of gate 1.
Absolutely was. Oh, I bloody knee. Sorry, guys, I'm getting old.
I know how you're younger than me. I think Hal's younger than me as well.
I think me and Al, I think we're the same age, aren't we, Al?
Al looks a lot older than you. It might be the beard.
Yes, but
Al's coming like Robocop.
up the Robocop. Al, you go back to giving children Haribos, mate.
I'll do your job for you, Palmer.
Well, no, Al, I eat the Haribos before the kids see them.
Thought you were going to say you eat the kids then. I was going to say, calm down, Jeffrey.
Nah, I'm not that bad.
Heat number 13, gate 1 in white is Rocky Balboa. Gate 2 in red, Troy Batchelor, unbeaten by an opponent so far. Gate 3 in yellow is Leon Flint, and off the outside in blue, Danny King.
That it is, that it is.
This has got a nice pace about it, this meeting, to be honest. It's not been too bad.
It's been alright.
can Batch keep that unbeaten run going? Because to be honest, he's looked imperious.
Soon see me old China.
But this
We'll
pairing
soon
for
see.
Glasgow have worked and combined already tonight for a 5-1.
Yeah. But Chris Harris.
It is crazy that Batch rides Plymouth this well.
So Samash walks away then for heat 13.
moved.
Batch has a bit of a nibble. Standard Troy Batchelor there, but Chris Harris it is that
Reds
has
are
but
on.
the red lights are on.
Batch will get warned for that. And you can always trust a Troy Batchelor little nibble, can't you?
We had at least 4 of them at Scunny last Friday, and the ref only stopped 1 of them.
He did it when he was riding for Ipswich against Birmingham, I think it was last year. Apparently he's got a clutch or something that makes him look like he rolls, but he doesn't. But he clearly does. He lets the clutch out and has just a little bit of a bite here, you can see.
These speedway riders come up with all sorts of excuses. It's great.
They're like MPs, aren't they?
But likeable MPs.
Yes. Our viewers' numbers have dropped ever so slightly. We're on 4 now.
Better than having 1.
After this one, Palmer, I will let you nominate your Rider of the Night. We'll just give a Rider of the Night each tonight. Why not? Saves having a poll.
Why not? Yeah.
They've preempted that result. Maybe they will need that result after this race.
Baby, who knows? Oh, Greg's are having slushies.
Are they?
Drumstick flavour and refreshers.
Ooh, when's that from? I need to go to Greg's.
Where are you? I'll send you a picture.
Excellent stuff.
I hope it's not AI now I've sent you it.
Oh god. Ugh, when it comes through I'll have a butcher's.
No drums.
Not an actual butcher's. Being vegan wouldn't be very good if I had a butcher's.
Don't worry. I will keep the butchers in jobs. Because I don't like eating vegetables.
I hope that's not AI.
So do bloody eyebush. So, Startmash then walks away for heat number 13. The rerun, away we go. Danny King's made a decent start, so is Chris Harris. Now, what can Troy Batchelor do? Is he's holding the outside run, and what can Danny King do? Is he's coming? Looks like he wants to come up the inside here of Leon Flint, and Flinty and Batch going a little bit hammer and tongue as it stands at the moment. Flinty has got round Batch, where Batch now trying to go around a big blast round bends 3 and 4, not quite worked out. Batch now cuts to the inside. There's not really a lot else happening, to be fair, other than Batch busting a gut to get round this Glasgow pairing. Yes, Chumbawamba's out in front with Flinty there in the second place position, and I can't really see this changing now. To be fair, something's tickled your pickle, but yeah. Chumbawamba takes a win.
I did not expect you to just sit there in the middle of a race and say Chumbawamba's out in front. Oh shit, I was in the middle of a drink. You tried to finish me off, man. Why did I not expect that?
Don't know.
Oh, heat number 13 was won by the rider in white, Chris Harris, winning time 54.37. Second in yellow, Leon Flint, and third in red, Troy Batchelor, 1 point to Plymouth, 5 to Glasgow. It's now 43.35 on the night and 84.84 on aggregate. Glasgow need 2 5-1s to tie the scores up on the evening. Ben Barker's coming back out after his first round knockout to Christopher Harris in the last time that Ben was out. He's out again now, partnering Anze Grumek against Kevin Pedersen and Vinnie Ford. you want to give your rider of the meeting and I'll give one?
You know, yeah, go on, I'll give it him. He's been alright tonight. Anzi Gramek.
Nice. Started slow, but whatever he changed after his second one, you know, he's unbeaten from his last two. So yeah, I've gone for a Plymouth rider as well. I've gone for Joe Thompson. We know he's good around this track, but he's got to pay maximum and beat a couple of half-decent riders.
Absolutely.
So we've both gone for Plymouth rider. That's not because we've got anything against Glasgow or anything. I ain't giving it to Chris Harris, he's a dick. The only Glasgow rider I would have contemplated would have been Leon. But I think Leon's probably just doing what you'd expect of him.
Yeah, to be fair, if I was going to give it to a Glasgow one, it'd probably be Vinny.
Oh, Vinny, yeah, Vinny's done well coming in as a guest. And he's out again here.
So it is.
The line-up of heat number 14, gate 1 in blue is Anze Gramek, gate 2 in white is Kevin York Pedersen, gate 3 in red is Ben Barker, and off the outside in yellow is Vinny Ford.
It is.
We're
Can't go
nearly there.
Irish.
20 minutes away from 9 o'clock, we've got 2 races left. I don't even think Plymouth could make 2 races last for 22 minutes.
If anybody can, it's Plymouth.
True. And we have got a couple of things to plug at the end as well. And then when we'll be back, maybe, probably, possibly Thursday, depending on weather everywhere.
Yeah, if we do one on Thursday, look at the Tapes to Flag Facebook page, because we will put something up there. Oh shit, we started. Oh, not Kevin!
Kevin's
Kevin.
not cleared the track this time. That was an unsatisfactory start, to be honest. Anze Gramek just cut his line off, I think.
It is furious.
Yeah, I think that probably is the right. We'll see it again, but my initial instinct was that was the right call. Barry Bishop.
Barry!
Is this a replay
So,
or
yeah.
the actual? They're actually all
Replay
back at the tape.
enough.
I was going to say. I thought they were all back at the tapes really quick. Then Barker made a bloody awful start there. He'll be happy for a rerun.
Absolutely.
What's it
Barker
on the
was saying to
inside?
Kevin,
Thanks very much.
Barker
Bow.
be there like, your check's in the top drawer of your toolbox, pal.
Watch Gramek.
All £5 of it.
I think he snakes and him and Kevin get close. Yeah, it is an unsatisfactory. There is contact, you can see. Although it's a delayed fall.
Kevin were at wrong place at wrong time.
He
Gramek
doesn't-
made a beautiful start.
He doesn't actually go down when the contact is. There's a delay. Could go for that. I think you could argue that if you watch, he doesn't actually go when there's contact. It's a delayed fall. As soon as he knows his race is fucked. So it's really delayed, actually.
Hmm.
I don't know, you know. I think if he's in again, he's really fortunate. I think if he goes straight away, no arguments. I think he's fortunate there because it's very delayed. He's back in. He's coming back round to the start.
Yeah.
I think he's got away with one there, I've got to admit.
Can't disagree much, to be honest.
What were we saying about Plymouth couldn't make it last 22 minutes? 19 minutes to go for 2 races. Come on, and maybe 3 if we get a super reef for the aggregate.
Oh, jeez, and there's every chance that could happen.
There is, yeah, there is every chance. And Barker will be open. He gets off the start just a little bit better there. He actually made the initial jump and it's almost like the bog just stopped.
Mm,
It was strange,
absolutely.
that. Gramek had made a beauty.
It was a good start, wasn't it?
And he won't make that again. Tape's on the outside
Won't
and
it?
staying down. Not at the minute, because the tape... What have I said here?
Oh.
It's not staying down. Magnet's not working. Broken! While they're having a piss around with a magnet, just a quick plug for what we've got coming up next Tuesday. We're joined by Luke Killeen as Jesus. Tapes to Flag podcast returns at 7 o'clock next Tuesday. Luke Killeen joins us for a little chin wag. Do you want to plug the likey and sharey stuff, Palmer, whilst we've got a second, because they're being sent back into the pits?
Yeah, so if you like what you listened to tonight, then please give the video a like, and if you don't mind, while you're at it, just give us a subscribe. It don't cost you anything, so you're not having to fork any pennies out. Don't worry. And yeah, all the subscribers helps, and when we hit 200, then we'll sort some form of prize out for someone.
So helmets are off. Shall we take the quickest of breathers while I go for a tinkle?
Yes, because I'm busted for a wee myself.
Gladiators ready!
Like, because I will do it.
You having fun there?
Oh, I'm having time of my life, Bush.
So the tapes are playing up, the magnets aren't working, and rain has now arrived at Plymouth as well. So I know it was looking a bit dark and misty and murky and yuck, but rain has now arrived. Whatever happens from now, a result can be awarded regardless. So we got riders at tapes.
Really?
Tapes are down. Excellent stuff. How will the rain change the track? Because if it is, it ain't even wet in it, is it?
Nah, it's only getting the sides, isn't it?
Yeah. Same four riders, same four gates. Anzo Gramek off 1, Kevin Pedersen off 2, Ben Barker 3, Vinnie Ford off 4. There's something weird about Vinnie Ford in Glasgow, Kevies, that works,
No. No, it doesn't.
Does it not?
No.
If he's going where we expect him to go next season, he will have Kevy's the same colour as he's got now, but with a different crest on the front.
Yes.
I had to open my big gob, didn't I?
It's alright, we've still got 13 minutes.
We have, although it's taken
To do.
9 to do this.
To do 2 races that will take about 100 seconds each between them. Tape size, by the way, for heat number 14. What a start from Anze Grebeck, who has the lead there for the second time this evening. And Ben Barker just storming underneath Kevin like a knife going through what butter. Now Kevin's back round the outside. Them two are having a little ding-dong battle at the back. And I don't know what the bloody old Anze's changed to his motorcycle, but it's worked, and it's working a treat. And now Ben Barker in the second place has got his eyes set on Vinnie Ford in the second place position, although Kevin is doing his absolute best to try and get underneath Ben Barker, but it's just not quite working out for him at the minute. And if anything, for saying it's raining there, it's getting a little bit dusty.
Yeah, very dusty. Oxford, is that you?
They're just Oxford's little brother. But another very impressive win there for Anze Grebeck, and he's certainly getting the hang of things around the Coliseum there.
Yeah, after the tough start, he's really been the meeting winner for Plymouth tonight, ain't he? 9+1 from his last 3 rides, unbeaten after his second outing. He's done a brilliant job, to be honest. And as you called there, it was getting dusty, weren't it? And that gives Plymouth the win on the night.
If they could have a 5-1, I'd be greatly appreciative.
Then you'll have got it bang on, wouldn't you? What do I need to have it right? What did I go for? I think I went for Plymouth by
8.
Plymouth by 8.
I think you said.
So I need a 4-2 to Glasgow.
Ooh. We've nothing against Glasgow, by the way, we just don't like them.
The result of number 14 was a win for the rider in blue Anze Grebeck in a winning time of 54.97. Not a lot off of E13, to be honest. Second in yellow was Vinnie Ford, and third in red Ben Barker. 4-2 to Plymouth, and it's now 47-37 on the night. Plymouth have wrapped that up, and it's 88 points to 86 on aggregate, so a huge E15 coming here. I'd imagine it's going to be Leon and Bomber for Glasgow. Do you throw Joe Thompson? It's been a long time since he's been out and the track's changed. Danny King ain't done a lot. Grebeck and Batch?
I'd give it Barker, just for shits and gigs.
Just for round 2. Ding ding, seconds out and all.
Yes.
I would probably give it to Batch and Grebeck, although I just think it's been too long since Joe's been out. The track's going to be completely different. Looks like it's going to be Batch. Gary May's having a chinwag with him, and the Kevies are coming back up. It's going to be Barker and Batch.
Batch and Barker.
Oh, Danny's there as well. I don't think Barker's in.
Barker's putting his helmet on.
He's taking the red helmet cover off. Are we going to get round 2?
I hope so.
He's putting tear-offs on. It's going to be Troy Batchelor and Ben Barker for Plymouth. We're getting round 2 if Bomber's in for Glasgow. Danny King is doing Barker's tear-offs for him. What an absolute gem.
Teamwork makes the dream work and all that.
Who's the guy in the trigger top?
Ben Trigger's dad, Lee.
Oh yeah. Trigger's coming back to racing, isn't he? If you have joined us for this evening to watch this, we do appreciate you tuning in on a Tuesday night. It was nice and early. It's not been a bad meeting. It's had a bit of everything.
It's better than what we saw the other night.
Yeah.
So credit where it's due.
Luke Lane's got a bit warm. The Guinness hoodie's disappeared. Leon Flint is getting ready, so he's in. And Bomber's definitely going to be the other one. Leon's in yellow. Batch is in red. So that means Barker's in blue. And Bomber's definitely going to be in white, ain't he?
Yeah.
A lot of work going on Barker's bike. Gotta say, I'm surprised by that because Barker wasn't very good in that one, just. How long's Barker worn one of them inflation suits for?
At least one meeting.
I did see where he definitely didn't have one on when he raced for Brum last year, I don't think. I don't know, maybe he did. I like Leon's helmet colour. You know where them people who have got yellow ones that are like really, really washed and look white. Then you've got Leon in a fluorescent green one.
There's Sai.
Kevin Pedersen. His form seems to have gone a bit since he went to Ipswich, don't he?
Sorry. Batty Batty was on the screen.
Glasgow will have choice as well, just a quick one. But Bomber and Barker couldn't be any further apart. Bomber's off 1 and Barker's off 4.
Oh.
Boo! Maybe they'll shake hands after and all will be forgotten.
Please don't.
They don't. There is a bit of beef between the two, ain't there? I heard this story the other week.
Who hasn't then Barker got beef with?
Yeah, us?
Yeah, us. That's about it.
Plymouth fans, a lot of them like him. I bet even Al liked him in this little battle.
See? Batch is proving why we should do starts on the back straight.
Yes. They will be caught in the toilets later, don't you worry, says Mr. Westlake. Both Cornish, aren't they?
Yeah, but
This is
one of them lives in Plymouth and one of them lives in Coventry now.
This is where you turn around and say, yeah, the best thing about Cornish is a pasty.
Yeah, you're right, actually, because I was just thinking where the it's a Devon scone, isn't it? Where you get your little afternoon tea and you put your jam and then your cream on your scone.
Yes.
That's a Devon one, isn't it?
Yes. Heat number 15, gate 1 in white is Chris Harris, gate 2 in red is Troy Batchelor, gate 3 in yellow Leon Flinton, off the outside in blue is Chris Harris's sparring partner Ben Barker. I imagine there may be handshakes with Batchelor and the two Glasgow boys at the end. Barker and Leon may even shake hands. I don't see an handshake between Christopher and Benjamin somehow. Cream first in Devon, says Westlake. Yeah, that's right. That's how you do it, yeah. Cream then jam.
Come on, Batch. Call Harris a fat cunt. So, Star Mash whatsoever for 8:15 tapes fly up, away we go. Bed Barker's been a beautiful gate. He's made a beautiful gate there, and Bed Barker's down there with him.
The reds are on. Batch has nibbled. He's gone. Batch is going to be out for that because Batch definitely had a nibble. Did Barker? Batch did. He does move. He's going to be out for that.
Holy fat twat.
Batch.
And that's just the guy with the white helmet on.
He did nibble. And he
Batch
will be excluded.
Like
he does. And he'll definitely go for that. It's unfortunate because Barker had made a perler. Tension mounts. I'm expecting to see a red light come on for Batch. It was minuscule. I don't think he gained an advantage from it either, but he does move.
Because he definitely did it.
I think he's out. Bomber's gone for a chin wag with him. Batch looks a bit confused there.
Bang him off 15, be alright.
Batch has been excluded. That was minuscule. That was... You had to be bang on the money to get that right, but the ref does, to be honest.
Is that Rowan Tungate in the corner?
It's...
Black hat, black t-shirt.
No, it's not. I had to check for a moment then. No, it's not. Batch does... Ugh. The only person that's punished is Barker, because Barker now did. Batch nibbles. Grimek's got to go in here, but it's definitely advantage Glasgow now. It's unfortunate that, because I reckon that would have probably been a good race. But,
Does it have to be? Does it have to be a reserve? Because there was something similar happened at Sheffield a few weeks ago. I think it was. Was it Pico that moved at the start, and then they brought Chris Alder in?
I don't know. Maybe it's changed now. I know you're allowed to bring another rider in if a rider is pulled out of the 15 with an injury. You don't have to be a reserve. I don't know about an exclusion.
I mean, it is Anzi Gramek, which, to be fair,
yeah. He's gone well the last one.
He's earned it.
It's easier than Glasgow would have banked on now, though.
I mean, that's just ruined my 52.38, Troy, you bastard.
Yeah, he did nibble.
God's sake, Batch.
Winchester says Batch should have gone off 15. That would have given Barker 2. Barker gets to keep 4. I don't know why he'd want 2. Go. 2's been a little bit better than 4, but that was quite early on. Barker had made it there. You don't put a rider off 15 metres at this time of the night.
Watch out, Anzi. Fatty bum Bat, you'll have you in the fence.
I don't. Maybe they'll shake hands with Anzi Gramek now, but Ben Barker, I don't know. Rerun of E15, gate 1 in white. Christopher Harris, gate 2 in red is Anzi Gramek in for Troy Batchelor, who's been disqualified for touching. For jumping at the start again. Gate 3 in yellow is Leon Flint, and off the outside in blue is Ben Barker. That's unfortunate for Batch, but he does like a nibble, doesn't he?
He does.
And we've got to 9, we're still going. I'm never opening my gob about anything like that again.
I don't bloody know.
A 4-2 to Glasgow here would give us a superheat as well.
And there's every chance that happens.
So, I think it's probably a 5-1 to Glasgow now, if I'm being completely honest with myself.
Yeah, you never know. We do, but we never know.
I know one thing. I'm going another 2 points clear of Alan in our predictions league, whatever happens, because I went for a Glasgow win, so 11 now becomes 13.
I know one thing for sure as well. I'm staying on the wooden spoon spot. Tapes rise there for 15, away we go. Ben Barker has made a beautiful start there, but Chris Harris forces him out wider. Now what can Quebec do in red? It's currently a 3-all situation then as it stands. But Leon Flint now battling with Ben Barker. Barker's trying to protect Gramek from Leon Flint. Chris Harris unfortunately is checked out of the way and he's gone. And the big battle is E15 at the back between Leon Flint and Ben Barker. Leon goes a little bit out of shape there, nearly ends up in the fence. But as it stands, it's probably going to be a 4-2 to the Tigers, and we'll have an extra heat of racing.
I hope it is a 4-2 because I'll have another 5 points on the board.
Well, one lap left to go then, and I'll tell you what, Anze Gramek has been absolutely bloody fantastic for Plymouth tonight.
He has, yeah.
Now, Gary April. Don't put Ben in 8.15 because he was useless then, mate.
We've got a superheat, as Winchester's just told us in the chat. Look, we're not bloody watching it, Bal. Yeah, we have got a superheat, 54-28. Bomber knew exactly what he was doing with Barker going into that first turn in 15 then, didn't he? Running up wide, he knew where Barker was going to be this time. The result of heat number 15 was a win for the rider in white, Chris Harris, in a time of 54.28. Second in red, hero for Plymouth was Anze Gramek, and third in yellow, Leon Flint. 2 points to Plymouth, 4 to Glasgow. 49-41 on the night, and we're tied at 90 apiece on aggregate. There is going to be a super heat where second and third is better than first and last, with the pairs scoring coming into effect. Does Batchelor go in? He's got it, ain't he?
Yeah, he's got it, hasn't he? Talking of pairs and pairs scoring, the pairs is a week tomorrow. There'll probably be a watch along. There might be, there might not be, but just be prepared if we do. It probably will be a midnight finish.
Yeah, there may be, there may not be. It's 7 o'clock start, so there's every chance we get through it nice and quickly, but we won't.
Is it a 7, is it?
It is 7, yeah.
No, that's a bit more bearable.
I think. Let me double check, I'm sure it's 7.
Let's have a butcher's.
Championship pairs, 7 PM, yeah.
Lovely job.
Luke Killian.
Might be a 11:30 finish then.
Yes, that sounds about more like it. Leon Flint's getting himself ready for the superheat. Box being refilled. There is a real togetherness with Glasgow, isn't there?
They demand it though, don't they?
They do, yeah. Is this going to be Danny and Batch taking this one? I don't think Barker gets it, in all honesty.
Barker shouldn't get it, really.
Joe, it's been too long since Joe was out, so he shouldn't have it either. His helmet's away.
Is his helmet away or is he getting his helmet out? He's got tear offs in his hands.
Do you put Gramek? Oh, his helmet's there. It's got stuff on it though. Do you put Gramek in again? Or do you go with the experience of Danny King?
Do you go one of each and do Batch and Gramek?
Andy says, oh no, won't be able to watch next week, mate, since I'll be there if you do.
Well, enjoy the experience, the old cherub.
I think it's Joe. Joe's putting his gloves on. Batch is putting his gloves on. It is.
That's
Joe and
mad.
Batch. So Joe's done brilliantly tonight, but he's not been out for the best part of an hour. It's a long time. He's going to have to warm up again, and it's as expected. Bomber and Leon for Glasgow for the aggregate point, but it's been an entertaining meeting, to be fair.
It's been better than what I was anticipating.
With the Super E not counting towards the scores on the night, do you want to run through the Glasgow ones and I'll do Plymouth?
Can do mine if you want, not a problem.
I'll give you Jawumba Wumba again. Who, to be fair, has been unbeaten after his first ride. Fair play.
So for the Belen, know what he likes. He got 15 and 1. Sam Hagan unfortunately failed to score. Jason Edwards 2 and a bonus. Kevin 3. Leon Flint 2 and a bonus. Frederick Hodder 3 and 1. Vinnie Ford 8.
Vinnie Ford's been the hero, keeping Glasgow in this one tonight as well.
Absolutely.
For the Gladiators of Plymouth Shire, Troy Batchelor got 10, Joe Thompson 8+4, paid maximum from his programme rides, Daniel Klima 7+1, Ben Barker 6+1, Danny King 7, Anze Gramek unbeaten after his second outing, scores 11 and 1, and Ben Wally failed to score, but was never really tailed off, to be fair to him.
No.
Joe's in red, which means Batch will definitely be in blue. It's just which way around Bomber and Leon go now. And Joe does protect his paid maximum for the meeting, whatever happens here, because obviously this score doesn't count towards your meeting total. So he does go with a paid maximum. Bomber's in white again, and Leon is in yellow again.
A chumba bumba chumba wumba bumba bum bum.
1 and 3 is considerably the better gates as well, so this all comes down to the coin toss as to who's going to get to call the gates. Barker looks fed up. Gary's just like, it's alright mate, don't worry about it pal.
Don't worry, mate.
Here's Bachelor's chance to put right what went wrong in 15. Just sit still pal, don't move. And even in a superheat, Danny King's been overlooked, and to be fair, Danny King's not been great this evening, has he, to be honest?
He's not had the best of nights, has he, as young Daniel of the King variety.
Royalty, some would say. I did not think we'd be sat here at 9:10 nearly, still going, to be honest.
I can't believe you're surprised, Mush.
We were on such a roll. And Leon will be disappointed with himself for only getting third in that. We know how motivated Leon is as a rider, so he'll be wanting more. Although they're the same result as 15 in this one, will do Glasgow the world of good. They'll take the aggregate, whatever happens then. Plymouth need a win and another point scorer. Glasgow, second and third is all you need, really.
Second and third.
And Glasgow, I've got 1 and 3 again. That's an advantage to them. Shall we just give them the aggregate now?
You never know.
Luckily, Bachelor is off 4 now, so because somebody like Bomber, you know, being the wily old fox that he is, would have a little double clutch it just to suck him in. But whereas Batch is now not looking across anybody.
Hopefully, Batty Bum Batty there doesn't mess this up for Joseph.
Heat number 16, the Superheat gate 1 in white is Chris Harris, gate 2 in red is Joe Thompson, gate 3 in yellow is Leon Flint, and off the outside in blue, Troy Batchelor. It's been an entertaining meeting, whatever happens in a minute's time. There's been some good on-track action, there's been a bit of drama, we've had a laugh. We've had all of our friends with us in the comments.
We are friends.
Well, acquaintances.
So the tape's rising for heat number 16, and Batcher's got there, but it is the two Glasgow Tigers there that are in the big point scoring positions. The Gladiators really need Joe Thompson to come to the party here, and yeah, it isn't happening, is it? It's going to be a 4-5, is it?
Yeah, 4-5.
Yeah, unless something drastic happens, you know, like Chris Harris spins it, which I'm not saying anything, but fingers are crossed. With one lap left to go then, and Batcher's certainly put right what went wrong in 8:15, but it's going to be the Tigers that take the aggregate bonus point for this meeting.
That's a tough position for Joe to come in, and we worried about it before the start of the race. We were ultimately proven right. It's a long time to not go out. The track's changed. You're cold. Should have been Danny King or even, dare I say, Anze Grimek.
Grimek would have been good. But yeah, it's one of them, innit?
They'll be disappointed that Plymouth that they couldn't take the aggregate as well. Their playoff charge is over. It doesn't make all that much difference to them anyway. But yeah,
We've started off at home on a high, to be fair.
Yeah, they've won the meeting against the playoff team.
But yeah.
Klima looked a little bit animated then. Do you want to wrap us up for this one? Keep an eye on our social media page. We'll announce, or subscribe. Do the subscription. You'll know when we're on. Turn the notifications on. All of that shindig. You'll know when we're back. We don't know when we're back yet. We probably will be though on Thursday if thunderstorms stay away.
So that was Plymouth versus Glasgow. Al's been with us because we like to do our bit for the community. He's been Dylan, I've been Dan. That was Plymouth versus Glasgow. Please give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you maybe Thursday, maybe next Tuesday. Who knows?